Hello everyone. So since the beginning of Israel-Hamas war in October 2023, we have seen that Gaza, it has been demolished or it has been heavily bombarded by Israeli forces, because of which now when the first phase of peace deal between Israel and Hamas has been almost successfully over, the next phase of discussion between the interested parties of the region is about redevelopment of Gaza. That Gaza, which has been completely demolished or destructed because of this conflict, how to reconstruct Gaza. In this context only, last month President Trump came up with a plan about reconstruction of Gaza, or one alternative of that plan has been recently suggested by Arab League. In the last week, Arab League held a emergency summit or emergency meeting of Arab countries or of the members of Arab League regarding reconstruction of Gaza. In this particular video, we are going to discuss about the plan of President Trump, the challenges with the implementation of that plan, then the plan suggested by Arab League and the challenges of that particular plan. So to begin with, why we are discussing this topic? Because in the last week only, Egypt, it has presented an alternative to President Trump's Gaza plan, right? So Egypt, it has in Egypt or in Cairo, the capital city of Egypt, Arab League, the leaders of Arab League, they met and they have come up with a plan of reconstruction of Gaza. So a brief about Arab League first. Arab League, it is a group of 22 Arab countries. If you can see it here in the map, the member countries of Arab Leagues, they are from North Africa, from Arabian Peninsula and from East Africa as well. Arab League, its headquarter, it is in Cairo. As we have seen, Cairo is the capital city of Egypt, right? And Arab League, it was first formed in 1945. Initially, there were only 7 members to it. Now the membership has increased to 22 members. So firstly, what is the need of reconstruction? Because of heavy bombarding done or because of the conflict in Gaza for nearly last 1.5 years, this is how Gaza looks like now, and hence Gaza need to be rebuilt. So in this context only, President Trump last month came up with a plan. As per the plan of President Trump, he says that all the people of Gaza should vacate Gaza. Because of this thing in this plan is very controversial also. So President Trump says all people of Gaza should leave Gaza and go and settle into Jordan and Egypt. These two countries, they should accommodate the people of Gaza. And then the land of Gaza should be handed over to USA, where USA will invest money into Gaza and it will convert Gaza into something called as Middle East Riviera. In fact, President Trump, he has shared a AI generated video also on his social media handles to show how Gaza will look like after US taking control over it or after US investing heavily into Gaza. So I want you people to see this video first.
To set you free, bringing the light for all to see. No more tunnels, no more fear. Trump Gaza is finally here. Trump Gaza shining bright, golden future, a brand new light. Feast and dance, the deal is done. Trump Gaza #1. Trump Gaza shining bright, golden future, a brand new light. Feast and dance, the deal is done. Trump Gaza #1.
So as you can see in this video, in the imagination of President Trump, Gaza will convert into a place of luxury with resorts, with beautiful beaches, and the people of Gaza, they will be settling into Jordan plus Egypt. Now because the people of Gaza, they have to vacate this place, this plan is highly controversial and no country in this region, they have accepted this plan except Egypt, except Israel. Reason being, Israel obviously want Hamas to disarm, Hamas to be dismantled, and they don't want any threat in future from people of Gaza. Now, because of the criticism of this plan, or to counter this plan of President Trump, Arab League also has come up with a plan. Now, plan of Arab League, it says that we will be needing $53 billion to reconstruct Gaza, right? And they say from where we will be getting this money. They say Arab countries, which are very oil rich countries, Arab countries will be first donating some money, then international financial organizations, from them also will be taking loan. So organizations like World Bank, Asian Development Bank, and such organizations, international financial organizations, from them also money will be taken. UN's help will also be taken. Then they will also be holding many conferences where interested people can donate money for construction of Gaza. So from these sources, they will be generating $53 billion of money to reconstruct Gaza. The plan further says that now this land of Palestine and Gaza, it will be divided into two sovereign states. The two-state solution, which has been accepted even by UN also earlier. So this plan also talks about two-state solution, meaning this land will be divided into two sovereign state. One, the state of Israel for Jews, and another will be the state of Palestine for Arabs. And the border between the two states, Israel and Palestine, will be pre-1967 border. So as you all must be knowing, in 1967 also, earlier a war was fought between Israel and Arab countries. In this war, Israel won, and hence a large part of the land from these Arab countries as well as Palestine was annexed by Israel. For example, Sinai Peninsula was annexed by Israel, which was later on given back to Egypt. Similarly, Israel also annexed Golan Heights from Syria. Then some part of West Bank was annexed by Israel after 1967 war. So the present plan of Arab League, it says that the two-state solution with pre-1967 border will be created, or the land will be divided into two countries, and the boundary between two countries or the border of the two countries will be as of pre-1967. So you can see it here. This was the land of Palestine prior to 1967, and this is how West Bank looks like. Only out of this West Bank area, only the green area now belongs to Palestinians. In the white part of this West Bank of pre-1967, Israel, they have constructed many settlements, and they have slowly occupied or annexed land from West Bank. The next thing which this plan talks about is the governance of Gaza. So the plan says that now Hamas, which is ruling over Gaza, will give up its administration over Gaza, and the administration of Gaza will be handed over to an administrative committee of independent professional technocrats. So there will be people from Gaza only who are independent, who are professional technocrats. Their committee will be formed, and these people will be responsible for oversight of humanitarian aid as well as managing the Strip's affair for a temporary period. So what is this temporary period? The period till the next elections are held in Gaza. So till the time of election, there will be a committee, administrative committee. This committee will be having independent technocrats who are professional technocrats, and they will be basically managing the affairs of Gaza. And before this, in fact, the plan also says that Israeli forces should withdraw from Gaza as well as West Bank, both the territories of Palestine. And once the elections are held in Gaza, the power from this administrative committee will be transferred to the elected government there, basically meaning Palestinian Authority. So this is what about governance this plan talks about. The next thing this plan talks about is security of Gaza, because now in Gaza neither the forces of Israel will be there and Hamas will also not be interfering in governance. The plan suggests that security of Gaza will be ensured by United Nations peacekeeping forces. So, UN should be sending its peacekeeping forces for implementation of this plan on ground in Gaza. The plan also says that Arab countries like Egypt and Jordan, they will also be helping the people of Gaza for their capacity building. So, they will be providing training to the police of Gaza and build their training. So, that is what about security of Gaza this plan talks about. So, this plan basically, if you have understood, this plan talks about how the funding will come from, how the governance will be ensured, what will be the border between two countries, and how the security during this phase of Gaza will be ensured. Now, when you have understood this plan, there are some limitation or there are some challenges will be there in the implementation of this plan. The first challenge regarding implementation will be about disarmament of Hamas, the issue of disarmament of Hamas. Both USA and Israel, they have criticized this plan, saying this plan is silent about disarmament of Hamas. Both of them, they see Hamas as a terrorist organization. They want Hamas to give up its weapons. On the other hand, Hamas, it has been saying that no matter what, Hamas will not give up its weapons. They have right to counter or to protect themselves against illegal occupation of Israel. So, that will be the first issue regarding disarmament of Hamas, whether Hamas will be agreeing to give up its weapon. If not, will Israel and USA accept this plan? The second issue will be regarding two-state solution and Israel. Here the issue which is there is, first of all, whether Israel will be agreeing to divide this land into two states, two sovereign states, whether Israel will be agreeing to Palestine becoming a sovereign state. If yes, will they be also agreeing to give land which they have annexed after 1967 from Palestine? So, as you have seen that till 1967 a large piece of West Bank was there. Now, from that West Bank a large section or a large amount of land has been slowly taken by Israel. Will Israel be willing to give that land back to West Bank or Palestine? That will be the another challenge in implementation of this particular plan. And the third challenge which will be there is whether Hamas will be allowing Fatah party to contest election in Gaza. To understand this point, you should be knowing that in 2006 the last elections were held in Gaza. In this election, Hamas won and Fatah party, they lost. Fatah party, which is the party in power in West Bank, this party lost in Gaza, and immediately after this elections there started a civil war and Hamas threw this Fatah party out of Gaza forcefully. Right now, the plan suggests that after few months or after the first phase of reconstruction, there will be elections in Gaza. Will Hamas be allowing Fatah party to contest election in Gaza? That is something which has to be seen, because they have, as per Hamas, they have earned this place of Gaza very, and they don't want Fatah party to come back to Gaza. So, these are going to be the challenges in implementation of this particular plan. So, I want you people to comment what are the problems in this plan. Is there any suggestion you want to give to improve this plan? Thank you so much.